Hello students, today we are going to talk about propensity to save and propensity to consume. Under propensity to consume, we will talk about APC, which is average propensity to consume, and MPC, which is marginal propensity to consume. Under saving, we will talk about APS, which is average propensity to save, and MPS, which is marginal propensity to save. Coming to APC. APC is ratio of total consumption to total income. It actually shows the proportion of income which is spent on consumption. For example, if income is 100 and consumption is 80, then APC will be 0.8. It shows that 80% of income is consumed. In the similar manner, let's talk about APS. APS of average propensity to save is ratio of total saving to total income. For example, if income is 100 and saving is 20, then APS is 0.2, which shows that 20% of total income is saved. Thus, in this example, we saw that APC was 0.8 and APS is 0.2, which means out of total income, 80% is consumed and 20% is saved. Now, coming to MPC. MPC is the ratio of change in consumption to change in income. Unlike APC, which is ratio of total consumption to total income. For example, if income increases by 100 and out of this increased income 80 is consumed, then MPC will be 0.8, which shows that 80% of increased income is consumed. Similarly, MPS is also ratio of increase in saving to increase in income. For example, if income increases by 8% and saving rises by 2%, then MPS will be 0.25, which means that 25% of increased income is saved. Relationship between APC and APS. Sum of APC and APS is always 1 because income is either consumed or saved. It can be noted that value of APC can be more than 1 when consumption exceeds income, and in this case savings are negative. Negative savings mean that APS will be also negative in this case. However, unlike APS, APC is always positive because consumption is always positive irrespective whether we are earning income or not. Thus, recapitulating, APC plus APS is equal to 1, whereas APC can be more than 1. In this case, APS will be negative. Now, coming to the relationship between MPC and MPS. Here also, sum of MPC and MPS is always 1. Maximum value of MPC can be 1. It is the case when entire increased income is consumed and nothing is saved out of the increased income. So, when MPC is 1, obviously MPS will be 0. That is the minimum value of MPS. Alternatively, minimum value of MPC can be 0 when entire increased income is saved and nothing is consumed out of the increased income. In this case, MPS will have the maximum value, which will be 1. However, value of MPC and MPS can range between 0 to 1. Thus, these are the concepts related to APC, APS, MPC and MPS, which are very useful for the chapter ahead. Thank you and have a good day.